Good morning, everyone. What's up? Okay. Okay, just once again, had to make sure the audio was okay. I'll adjust this up a little bit so you can hear the sweet tunes of the background music. Since this is a lot earlier in the morning, I'm gonna be talking quieter, so I'm so sorry if the audio isn't very loud this stream. Normally I do these early morning live streams at like 6 roughly around 6:30 to 7 a.m. And around this time usually everyone in my house is starting to get up, but it's funny because this actually took me a lot longer than I thought to set up because I had tweeted I had tweeted out that I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was gonna go live. But I messed around. Whenever I woke up, I messed around for like an hour because I couldn't go to sleep, and I thought it would help me go to sleep. No. So around 4, I tweeted, "Hey, I'm gonna go live because you know what? Why not?" And it took me an hour because now it's 5 a.m. So I guess normally this would be a really early morning live stream. But there's a 1 hour time gap. 1 hour behind. What? Hold on. What? My brain. Since this is early in the morning, my brain is not gonna work good, but it's fine because I'm pretty sure no one's going to be watching this stream right now. It's fine, it's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyways, because no one, I'm pretty sure anyways. Whatever. Time zones. I've talked about it before. I'll do my best to speak up a little as time goes on, but you know. Dun da 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 da. Smooth jazz. So yeah, it's been a while since we did like an early morning live stream. Or how long has it been since the last one? I did a live stream here on YouTube recently, but that wasn't an early morning live stream. I think the last one was just before I had started Twitch, I believe. Started going live on Twitch. Yeah, so 2 weeks ago. Actually, that's not as long ago as I thought it was. All right. I wouldn't mind doing more early morning live streams as time goes on. Like every once in a while, like not all the time. Because last year, that's pretty much all I did for content. Whew. That was a lot. And then, I mean, obviously, the lighting is different. That has nothing to do with what I was just talking about. But, you know, the lighting is different because, it's obviously dark. And I purposely, if I wanted to, I could still have somewhat of a lighting. But I want to have it on brand for this stream. So darkly lit as I could get it without making everything look really terrible. So, you know, there's that. Do you guys miss the coffee shop? I know I know no one's in chat right now, but I'm really curious. Will you guys miss the coffee shop? If you don't know what I mean, hold on, let me bring it up. So before I had a camera and was able to get, you know, this stuff set up, I don't even think I have it saved anymore. Unfortunate, but I understand. Yeah, I don't have it saved anymore. So I can pull up one of my other streams to show you. So hold on. So before I had a camera, whoops. So I don't think I have this set up correctly. Oh, actually I do. Okay. I thought that was going to be a lot weirder for some reason. I'm going to turn up the audio just a little bit. Okay, so give me a second, guys. Ah! So this right here. Hello? What is happening with OBS? What? What? Oh, okay. Well, that's a little weird. I don't like how that is. Whatever, I have an idea. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That's the wrong thing. Whoops. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna have to actually size it because it's gonna be messing around if I don't do this right now. Lock it, move it. There we are. It's a very small detail at this point, but I don't care. So right here, as you can see, this was a this is how what I was talking about with the coffee shop. So what I did for my previous early morning live streams before I had a camera, I had this scene right here, going in soon, a coffee shop in the middle of nowhere. I even had lore for this. So a small town where it always rains, because I had a raining audio playing in the back. We stop every early morning for a cup of tea in this quiet little coffee shop place. I don't think I do this on my early morning live streams anymore. But anyways, so this is the outside coffee shop, and this is what the inside looked like when I was still using my JPEGs and everything. Wow, that was the highest quality. No, no wonder everything looks blurry. But yeah, just, an early morning live stream, but with a more coffee shop setting. And just, you know, my online image. I realize my camera's sort of cutting off there, but it's fine. Hold on. We're gonna have this playing. There you go. I just wanted to turn that on. Alright. So anyways, I would sort of like early mornings to stay not necessarily a tradition, but something that, I do every once in a while. And I would be perfectly happy with doing every once in a while, actually. And the reason why, because it's very relaxing, That's really my only reason. I mean, again, there is the excuse of doing these early morning, because the bulk of these early morning live streams are for two reasons. One, it's supposed to help wake me up, and two, it gives me an excuse to talk to you guys, because technically, I'm making content, but at the same time, I get to hang out with you guys, connect with you more. And I think I've actually explained that more times than not on my early morning live streams. I never noticed that. And I shave in my face, I don't know if you guys, never mind, I didn't tell you guys. I talked about that on my Twitch stream recently. Actually, I need to check that. I don't know anything about how any of this Twitch stuff works, but I'm assuming, okay, yeah, it did. It did what it said. Good thing I have a shaved. Okay. Videos, okay. I don't know how this whole Twitch thing works. From my understanding, you just press the live button, you have the option to save the archives. But apparently, something I didn't know, and I don't know if it's possible to change in any way. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So streams automatically save broadcasts up to 14 days, 60-day for partner, turbo, and prime users. That means after a certain amount of time, these streams will be gone for some reason. So I don't know. I just did, I guess, what anyone would do in that situation. I looked up how to rectify this situation, and what had came up was you could just save you can save literally the entire live stream as a VOD. I mean, as a highlight. Something I don't understand is, I don't understand how this whole Twitch thing works, or what other settings are to save VODs as a permanent thing. That's probably more down the line in my experience, though. Other creators on Twitch that I've seen, they have VODs that date back years and years. I don't know how you get it to a permanent thing, or if Twitch had changed things beforehand. I don't know. But as of right now, I can't seemingly save my live streams on Twitch permanently, so I have to deal with just keeping it as a highlight, which that's sort of weird because the only way you can actually see them if you go onto the Twitch. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. I'm gonna move myself. Hold on. There we are. So you go to the home page. Oh yeah. Also, can I talk about that for a second? So if you didn't know, this was the music talk and chill. Not this was sort of late at night. That's why it's dark. So this right here, I didn't realize because I'm stupid. That's why I'm called Confused as Always. Yes, it's always a bit copyrighted from CG5, so the audio is muted in the playback of this stream for specifically his song, but the rest of it's fine. So anyways, like I was saying, you don't notice it. Like the problem with saving them as highlights instead of just somehow keeping them as like a permanent broadcast thing, you don't see it appear here. And I guess, I don't know if you can edit this to show it, but the only way you would see it is if you go to videos and you go down to either all the way down to here or to recent highlights and uploads. That's the only way you can see it whenever you upload it up as a highlight. The only way. You know, it's kind of a drag, very annoying. Sorry, I wanted to change something. Alright, there we go. Yeah, but anyways, kind of annoying. And I have a few more VODs that's going to be expiring in a few days that I also have to set as highlights. Because, you know, I guess I don't technically have to save them, but I would like to have them saved in case I ever want to use footage from my live streams, you know, upload them. You know, why not? I think that just proves how not good of a content creator I am. Like, I don't know, I make jokes about it all the time, and some of you may be thinking, well, I mean, you're more, like, creator, because I've always seen people bring that up, like, well, you do better than I would do in that situation. I mean, I don't know how far you think that is true. Because, you know, I mean, I guess, well, I say again, if you were not a part of the Twitch stream that I just had shown music, talk, music, and chill, or however, what order, blah, 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 blah. I talked about that, and I forgot what I was talking about because brain is not very good early in the morning. Also, something I just realized, isn't school started for a lot of people, or hasn't school started? If that is the case, I would just like to say, if you're watching this and you have school tomorrow, I highly encourage you, get off the stream. Go rest up for your you know, stuff. Rest up for your wonderful day of school. It is important. It sounds crazy, I know. School is important. You get to learn stuff. You know what, that's something, I've been talking gibberish. I've been literally talking gibberish up until this point. But can I talk about that for a little bit? School. Because I think a lot of kids who are going to grow up in this generation, I grew up with technology, but it wasn't very prevalent in my childhood. Like, I did a lot of stuff without technology, but I still grew up with technology, like Nintendo systems and iPhones, whatnot. You know, I grew up with technology and everything, but growing up, I was never reliant on it. But now in this generation, that's all I ever... It's a disappointment to actually kind of see it. I'm not a parent. I don't know why I'm talking about this. But I see, like, children constantly. Like, when I say children, I don't mean, like, teenagers. I mean, like, kids. Like, under 9 years old. Like, on devices. I mean... I'm not a parent. Raise your children how you want to, but I think that's how, no, you know what? That's how the whole Kappa situation started on YouTube, because someone wasn't really being a good parent and just letting I'm not gonna go off and talking about this. Oh, when I get delirious, especially from lack of sleep, I talk about some stuff. But basically, that's how the whole COPPA situation started, because parents were being kind of careless. But basically, to continue talking about what I was talking about, school is important, and you may not think so, it is. And for kids who are growing up in this generation who are so reliant on technology, or who have, would rather play games all the time. And that's another thing, right? Sorry, I'm going to go off on a million sidetracks and never finish what I was talking about before. I'll do my best. So, people think YouTube, or people who specifically like play games, kids who play games a lot and growing up always playing games, they just assume YouTube is like a luxury life. Let me just tell you this right now. If you do not know how to edit a video and you think you can go into content creation, I mean, technically you can do that if you want to. I mean, if you want to do that, there's no one stopping you, but it's going to be a whole lot harder than you think it is, because there's copyright issues that if you run into and you have no knowledge on, like this idiot right here, it's going to be a real drag. And recording, and being a content creator isn't lucrative, or as lucrative as some people would think. I'm not monetized, so I can't talk about this to a full extent, but it's not as lucrative as some people think. Like what I said, it's a luxury life. I would not recommend anyone going into YouTube as a job. Let me just say that right now. Like, yeah, I'm a content creator, whatever, and my main demographic is, people who watch my content on YouTube. But I just want to say this straight out. I would not at all recommend YouTube as a job to go into. Unless you have a passion for video content creation. If you really love video editing, or you really are dedicated to whatever the thing is that you're going into YouTube for, I would not recommend you going into it if you don't have any of those things. I'm trying to explain and give examples. I say that because if you go into things like video content creation, sorry, my brain, I'm not doing too good this morning, guys. How do I explain this? Listen to the background music, because it's gonna take me a little bit to find an answer. Continue what I was talking about. I'm tired, guys. I woke up at 3 a.m. I think I should just leave it at that, because I don't know how else I could really talk or explain about it. Just overall blanket sweep, unless you have like a real passion for video content creation. And to tie this, to finish off what I was saying, if you don't have like a real passion for video content creation, or for one specific avenue of content, like if you're really passionate about, I don't know, music, or really passionate about video games, then don't go into YouTube, because unless you have a real passion for it, you're not gonna do a whole lot on YouTube, because there's a lot of people who go on YouTube as a stress reliever. They make content as a way of, relieving stress, and I respect that. But anyway, sorry, to tie it all back in with school. Yeah, I think what a lot of people who are gonna grow up in this generation won't really understand that well, unless your parents are telling you and sort of guiding you through school and everything in your education. Unless you have like a college degree, college education, it's going to be really hard to find a job like anywhere, to actually get a job. And that probably, to some people supports the idea that, well, that's why I should go into YouTube, because I don't have to face all that. I mean, yeah, but having social media, having YouTube and everything means that you're probably, well, I shouldn't say you're better off. I shouldn't say that you're better off doing content creation than you are in a normal workplace, in retail, fast food, whatever, because I can't guarantee all the people who you work with, like coworkers and everything, like they're gonna be just the nicest people in the world. I can't guarantee you that. But YouTube, I'm trying to give more examples, is not that luxurious of a life. I love doing YouTube because it cures my crippling anxiety. Social anxiety, to be specific. Actually, that's not completely true. I still have social anxiety. I just have a passion for video content creation. I'm not that good at it, but I have a love for video content creation, a love for music. Sort of building back up my passion and love for games. That's going to be a really hard hurdle to overcome, though, for me. Yeah, by the way, I'm not going to give any more of what I was talking about, because I forgot sort of what I was talking about again. Thank you, ADHD. And guys, if you've been a part of my early morning live streams, you know better than you guys should know better than anyone. I'm gonna forget what I'm talking about very easily. Very easily. Also, this stream is probably going to go on for, like, I don't know, maybe an hour. Maybe half, I don't know. Well, if that was the case, I would be ending in, like, 10 minutes, which I'm not. I'm gonna... because I'm a little bored again. Oh, my goodness. I just look at my, I just look on my account on Twitter, and all I see is, hey, I'm live on Twitch. Hey, I'm live on Twitch. Hey, I'm live on Twitch. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be using Twitter for a lot more. So to sort of explain, and I think I have already talked about this before, I've sort of wanted to cut back on the amount that I use and what I view on Twitter. It's not like I'm not big into social media, Twitter, Instagram. Well, you know, I'm so active on YouTube, but as far as Twitter, you know, Instagram, I don't know, TikTok and all those stuff, I'm not very into all those kinds of things. And the only reason why I got Twitter in the first place was so it was easier for me guys to, like, tell you updates and give you guys, you know, tell you guys what's happening if something isn't happening, whatnot with the channel. Because it's much easier to do a tweet than it is a YouTube community post, or at least in my experience anyways. So, and, you know, not a lot of people actually follow me, and I don't even know if the majority of the people who watch me on YouTube actually follow me on Twitter. How many? 6 followers? But then again, social media is this weird, you know, I sort of talked about this a little bit before, going into, like, my disappointment of, well, number one, talking about YouTube, you know, how they are as a company, and talking about how this community here on YouTube, the community creators, blah 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 blah, that this community of creators kind of, you know, it's a weird and disappointing hurdle. Not a hurdle, it's a weird and disappointing thing, this creator community of ours here on YouTube. But anyways, I feel like everything that I've ever looked into, music and everything. Well, for music, I had to actually take a step back to actually see those types of people. Every community, you know, it has its ups and its downs. Everything has, you know, 2 sides to every coin. That's something I believe. And for things like social media, whatnot, I feel like that there is a good and a bad for it, and it does have an impact, like, and I'm not saying that anyone who goes on, like, something like Twitter and takes their time to do stuff on Twitter, because I understand that it makes a lot of people feel, okay, I'm not gonna give any specific examples. I'm just gonna say, plain and simple, some people feel a lot of comfort and safety in doing things like social media and, you know, relying on others, and I completely understand that. For me personally, all I see social media as is this hierarchy structure of, if you don't have a lot of followers, or like here on YouTube, if you don't have a lot of subscribers, your word literally means nothing. That's basically what I've seen. But I see that for not just specifically social media. every once in a while I see that appear in like different communities. Like it took me a step back from the for me taking a step back in the music community to see there's also that type of people who live in the music community who are like, they listen to music because, you know, they enjoy listening to it. But then there's the other people in music community. I don't know how big this specific group in this music in the music community is, but basically it's like, hey, you're making something, it's not actually good, you should stop. But then again, have you ever played A Hat in Time? If so, who's your favorite character? I've never played A Hat in Time. However, I have seen all the gameplays and whatnot, so I do know about the game. My favorite character would have to, and I know this is probably a very common character, Snatcher, you know. Yeah, that's probably a very depressing outlook on social media and everything, but like I was saying, it's funny because I say, you know, I'm not going to be that social on things like my Twitter anymore, but early in the morning I still have it built into me, you know, my process of whenever I wake up I look at my social medias, my email and everything, just in case. That's my morning routine, and especially whenever I'm waking up early in the mornings, I have it wired into my brain, because I've done this a few times before where I would go on social media if I had just have something pop into my head and it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, yeah. When it's 2 a.m. I wake up, and if the first thing that pops into my head, I'm just like, okay, I'll do this. So I just talk about whatever the thing pops into my head. I've done that a handful of times on Twitter before. And then there are other times where I don't have anything to say, but I'll scroll past something. I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm delirious, I do a lot of things on social media that I wouldn't do, specifically social confidence-wise, because I have none of that stuff. And I've had the question asked of me before. The more time's going on, the more higher my voice is getting. I didn't have time to get my tea this morning. Or water. I don't have water anymore. Never mind. I thought that was empty. There's a little bit more water. Awesome. Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, if you're new to these early morning live streams, that's a very common occurrence. So if you were expecting to stay and actually, if I'm really determined, oh no, I remember what I was talking about. So, you know, I've had the question asked of me before, like from friends. They say, you know, wow, you really like, whenever I talk to them after they have seen like my videos and my live streams and how talkative I am on them, because if people who know me personally, and even if you meet me now in real life, how you would, and even over like Discord, it's not Discord, any social media where you talk to me, it may not be like immediately prevalent. And I think even like online where I can't actually see the person's face or anything, it still like helps my social anxiety a little bit when it comes to talking to people. But if you actually meet me face to face in real life, it's going to be the same experience. I'm gonna barely talk to you, not because I'm being mean, but because I'm very kept to myself when it comes to public social situations. That's another thing. Sorry, another off-topic thing. Oh no. To finish what I was saying, I'm gonna not get sidetracked. Focusing. So, don't forget. I was about to wrap it up. Don't forget. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna have to talk about this other thing because I don't remember. And I don't even remember what I was... I think early in the morning is the worst, and as soon as I say that, I remember what I was talking about. I'm just gonna... No, I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth this morning. That's probably why I'm not gonna be streaming for, like, more than an hour, because I'm not... Especially if I wake... It's different depending on when I wake up early in the morning. If it's, like, 3 a.m. in the morning, my brain power is all but lost on me. Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was talking about. If you know me in real life, you would see... I'm very introverted. I don't talk a lot. when it comes to, I don't know, the presence of being online, it's a much different experience. Even if, you know, you talk to me just one-on-one, it's still going, well, it's not gonna be as noticeable. Even if it's just like if we're on Discord doing, you know, a voice chat, it's still not gonna be as prevalent. But if you meet me person to person, face to face, you're gonna notice I'm very introverted. How introverted I truly am. And that's why I call myself a maximum introvert for the most part, because I've done a few stories, I don't know if it was here on YouTube or over on Twitch talking about it, but I've given a few like small stories and everything, sort of explaining, or not explaining, more like sort of talking about how I am, what I mean by whenever I talk about I'm a maximum introvert, because I do things that I think not a normal introvert would do. What do you think of Cuphead? I think Cuphead's a fun game. I've played it before with Fun Guy. It was fun. I enjoy it, and what I couldn't finish playing, I just watched Let's Plays of. See, that's something you're gonna notice a lot about me now that we're getting into the gaming aspect of this channel and doing more gaming stuff. For the most part, I've seen a lot of games. There's probably a handful of games I might not ever play, because I don't like playing or reacting to things that I've seen before, which was kind of hard during my last live stream on Twitch, because I was reacting to music and everything that I've already seen before. It's not something that I like to do, especially when it comes to playing games. That's why I'm not going to be playing Chapter 2 of Deltarune, because like I was so determined to keep it completely anonymous until eventually I would, I don't know, do a live stream playing through it. But then the entire thing got spoiled for me. You're probably wondering, how's the entire thing get spoiled for you? Like, that's ridiculous. It's a little something called, what I like to call reverse ADHD. It's whenever everything, every small tidbit, every inch of small video or clips that I've seen of gameplay of Deltarune, all of a sudden all floods into my mind. Now, obviously, I didn't, you know, watch like enough pieces to get like an entire picture of Chapter 2, but I have just enough memories and bits and pieces of Let's Plays and whatnot from Chapter 2 to the point where it's basically, if I play it, it's not going to be any different from what everyone else does, which at that point, it's not even worth it, because gameplays, I mean, it does have to depend on the game, but in the end, you know, everyone's unique. Everyone's unique. And that reflects on things like, if you're a gamer, you can tell by the way they play games, the type of, you know, how they play games is also how people play games is also unique. Like this is something that I talked about over on Twitch before. The way I play games and how you're gonna notice me play games, and I'm gonna pull up an example. Give me a minute. A good example of how I play games would be this right here. Okay, so this, my face cam is going to be covering up my other face cam here in the corner. But basically, this right here, this is Friends in Apex Christmas Fun. This sort of shows you the type of person I am when it comes to gaming. Like, I can take a game like this seriously, but overall I just have the most fun when it comes to messing around with friends. And can I just say this, something I talked about that I haven't talked about yet, but again, I have talked about on Twitter before. When it comes to games like Apex or Valorant, I can say Valorant now because I've actually played Valorant not too long ago. Specifically the FPS PvP games, I'm not a big fan of, if I'm being completely honest. I'm more of a co-op game person. I mean, I can play these games, don't get me wrong, but the only context that I would ever play a game like Apex or Valorant is if I was playing with a friend. There is absolutely no situation where I would just play this game casually. No, it's not a very fun game to me. Apex, I mean, don't get me wrong, the game Apex and Valorant, they're fine games on their own. I'm not saying that the games are like bad, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that for me personally, I don't like these games, and the only reason why in this video, if you've seen this video, Friends in Apex Fun, the only reason why it looks like I'm having fun in this video is because I'm messing around with my friends. That's the only enjoyment that I have out of this game. And you can tell that, like, I'm taking it seriously and everything, and, you know, we're doing what most friends who jump into these things and, you know, communicate, have, you know, call outs. Okay, this is one of my favorite. Okay, I want to watch this part right here. This is probably my favorite part of the entire video. Fun guy whenever well, you guys will see. It's my favorite. Hold on, I'm actually gonna move my my face here. Wait, hold on. What's wrong with the... Hold on. Something isn't right. Okay, no, that's just how that is. I don't know why it's like that. That's just how that is. Okay. Do I have desktop audio on, actually? What am I doing? There it is.
Oh, there.
Oh, hello there, caustic gas trap.
Oh, yeah, watch out. There's a caustic on the train.
Why didn't you say that eventually?
Pathfinder.
I did say that before. Well, maybe I did.
Ah, Pathfinder!
Dang.
Oh, no! Through an arc star.
I think I missed my shot.
So no one's gonna help me with this Pathfinder over here.
Don't worry, I'm on the train. I know what I'm doing. Ow!
Dylan keeps calling it Pathfinder. I have to deal with the Pathfinder. Nate's running the opposite direction.
I was dealing with him.
I
When he
didn't
threw
know
an
where
arc
you
star
two
and
were.
As soon as he killed you, he killed me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Nate's dead.
Yeah, what do you think? That was probably my favorite part of us playing during this session. It was awesome. That was my favorite part of that whole play session during Apex. But again, like I said, the only reason why I have fun playing games like Apex and Valorant is because I'm messing around with my friends. In no other reason would I ever play. Again, not because I think Apex and Valorant is a bad game. I think it's a fine game. Those are fine games. It's just me personally. I don't like the genre of PvP, FPS games. It's not my favorite. I would only ever play those games if I'm playing it with friends, because I know... Because I have the most enjoyment whenever I'm playing with friends, because, you know, we get, you know, jokes what is happening with... Every time a desktop audio, I need to... Okay, also, sorry, hold on. I know I'm talking in chat. What do you think of Pathfinder? I've never used him. Fun Guy had mained him for a while, but I think he's... Well, I don't know if he plays Apex anymore. he doesn't like Apex... Well, he doesn't like Apex for the same reason why he doesn't really like PUBG. Because they share similarities in the sense... Well, one of the main similarities in the sense that you have to do a lot of traveling. So, like, in between, like, all the gunfire and everything, you have to loot, explore, and everything. Fun Guy doesn't like the slow-paced. I mean, I think those are fine, like the slow-paced. Another reason why he doesn't like League of Legends as well. But anyways, I think Fun Guy is playing a lot more of Valorant these days than he is Apex. I've only played Valorant once. Which is whenever a Fun Guy wanted to play it with me. I've been debating whether or not I would, I don't know, stream Valorant or anything. If I do, I'm 100% playing with friends. But if I ever do, I don't know. The thing about, you know, I do PG channel stuff, and there's a lot of people out there on the internet who say a lot of not PG things. And I like to keep things family friendly. That's a rule that I have set here for this channel, and it is something that I'm 100% sticking with, not changing for any reason. And with that being the case, I don't know if I want to... I think... Cool. Hey, what's up? Cool, yeah. Yeah, but anyways... I don't have a lot of, you know, friends, as sad as that sounds. Or at least not enough, because if you never played Valorant, it's similar to League of Legends in the sense that you have to get a team of 5 people. I only know, like, maybe 2 other people who would actually play the game, Fun Guy included. So that would be, like, 3 people, me, Fun Guy, and then the other person. So we would still need 2 other people if I wanted to stream Valorant. And I'm most likely only ever going to stream Valorant once I actually get, like, people who I know to get together to play it. So I'm not running into people who are saying not family-friendly PG stuff. Because like I said, this channel, family-friendly, PG, and I don't want any of that on my channel. I'm keeping it very strict. And I know that. But anyways. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I don't remember. That's not uncommon. Not uncommon that I just forget everything easily. Name of Roblox. Oh, is that your Roblox account? I do Roblox every once in a while. I was actually Roblox recently for literally no other reason than to play the Friday Night Funkin'. What? I'm sorry, what? Hold on. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what that is. My answer is no. Presumably. I say presumably because I don't know for certain. I don't know what that is or who that is. But I'm going to say no. I'm getting some saliva in my throat. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna have to eventually do a long break. So I talked about this, and I'm gonna make an announcement regardless today. Today is Monday, or I hope it is anyways. That'd be awkward. It is. Today is Monday. As you guys, or as if you were keeping up with like my announcements and everything, you know that every Monday I'm uploading an episode of the Pokemon Sword Soul Link that me and Mega are doing. Mega Fun Guy. We actually didn't get around to recording the third episode just yet. We're actually going to be uploading the third episode next Monday, not this Monday. Because I was busy with a lot of stuff, so we didn't have time to get together to record. With that being the case, we're just going to end up recording this week and then upload the third episode next Monday. I'm still going to make an announcement because I know not everyone's going to obviously watch this stream. So I'm going to make an announcement later today talking about it. Didn't have time to record it because I've been busy, and I'm gonna have to eventually set a time. There's a project that I have in mind that isn't related. Well, I guess it is technically a game. It's gonna take a while to do, so I said on Twitch that I was going to do it when after the Pokemon Soul Link is over, but honestly I don't think I'll wait for that. I think what I'll do instead is to sort of substitute, so instead of waiting until the end of this most likely really long series and instead just put a hold on all my music and gaming stuff. So I have time to work on this project that I want to get to. But then again, I might just end up waiting until the end of our Mega Fun Guy and I's Soul Link that we're doing for Pokemon Sword. So what was it? That name sounds familiar, but I don't have enough brain power to remember who that is, so give me a minute. I love Dusknoir. When playing Pokemon Sword, I always got a Dusclops. Oh, my leg. Hold on, my leg. Or my foot, not my leg. I should be more accurate and say my foot. I think I got a cramp. Ah, that's not good. I guess this is how I'm gonna be positioned now. I'm sort of downplaying it, but it actually is. I don't know if it's a bad cramp or a twist. I don't know what I did. My foot kind of hurts. Oh, but anyways, it probably is just a bad cramp or something. Isn't that just peak? Because I've always seen stories of like men when they're sick. No, it's fine. Wait until like a month until they're half dying. Okay, we're going to the hospital. I've seen a bunch of memes and jokes about things like that. This might be one of those times. I don't know. It's fine, I'm sure. Me even just saying it's fine. It's probably a good example of that. Ouch. I would talk about more stuff, but the thing is, when it comes to whenever I'm in pain, it's hard. It's literally hard for me to think about anything. That even whenever I was doing... Hold on. Even whenever I was doing this right here, my reaction with lyrics, anytime I'm sick, I'm injured, it's very hard. I'm surprised I was even able to make this reaction video. So I was sick during the time I made this reaction video. It was very hard to do without focusing on how sick I was. I mean, I wasn't that sick. It was just like a bad, I don't know. I forgot what I had, but it wasn't that bad. What was it? Have you seen Scene of Dusk Noir? Moving the Soul of Professor Oak? I have not. I have not. But anyways, it's very hard for me to concentrate on anything because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm safety cautious, but whenever I get hit, whenever I get sick or injured, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I've gotten more sick than I have gotten injured. I think that's very interesting. I don't know how interesting that is for you guys, but for me, well, again, probably because I'm safety cautious, and I never got any, like, really serious injuries. I think the worst that I've ever been injured is whenever I twisted my ankle. One time. But even that wasn't that bad. Like, it was just, like, a few days, and I'm like, oh, I'm better now. Like, it was... I don't know. I've never been in, like, a serious injury before. My siblings, on the other hand... I think both my brother and my sister, whenever they were, I think, roughly around teenage years, they had, like, they got broken arms, both of them. Not like both of their arms, like, they had, like, one broken arm each, I guess is how I'm gonna describe it. But yeah, I've never been in a serious injury. I have gotten what felt like terrible sickness. I told this story before when I thought I had COVID. So, I told this story, I think, on my very first early morning live stream, or my very first live stream that I did here on YouTube. So, Professor Oak also got stuck into a black hole from Gardevoir in Pokemon. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so anyways, I'm not gonna retell the whole story. Eventually in the future, I'll probably tell the story, like, in a more not broken up storytelling way. But basically, I was sick. To give you the short version, I got sick, and can I just say, the events leading up to it was really funny. Or not the events, being told that I might have had COVID was really funny. Long story short, skipping ahead, a little context. Or not skipping ahead fully, but, like, I didn't have COVID. It was just a really bad sinus sickness. But, I'm telling you guys, it was literally the worst sinus sickness that I've ever had. It literally felt like I was dying. It was just really bad sinus sickness. It was terrible. And I'm not just saying that, like, funny. I literally felt like I was dying. No, I'm dead serious. I have the vivid memory of me, like, crying in the bathroom. It felt so bad. But in the end, it was just bad sinus sickness. It wasn't COVID. But I thought what was really funny in that event It wasn't funny at the time, but now thinking back on it, I think it was really funny. So I was laying in my bed. I had just gotten home from doing something, I don't remember. I got home. My sister watched me as I was walking up the stairs to get into my room. I got into my room, I was laying down. I couldn't really do much, I was just laying in bed. I think after 10 minutes of laying in bed, I got a FaceTime call from my mom. I pick it up, and the first thing she says is, okay, so we had a family meeting. You have COVID. It was so funny. I'm sorry, to me that's like super funny. Like literally, I opened the phone with a FaceTime call. My mom had not said like anything else to me when I got home. I just got home, got into bed, 10 minutes pass, and I got a call from my mom. I pick it up, and the first thing she says, so we had a family meeting. You have COVID. Okay. I don't know. Like at the time it was not funny, but now looking back on it, I think that event was really funny. How they decided to provide that information, like family meeting. We've decided that you have COVID. Like we didn't do any like evidence check. We just did a family meeting and like you have COVID. By us, the family council. I'm sorry. I just think that was really funny. To also tell another small part of the story was like the length of time, which I guess telling it this way sort of like already giving you half of the entire story. But another big thing from that day was we woke up really early in the morning, me, my dad, and my older sister. We had to get up early. So they could take me to the doctor, so the lines wouldn't be long, which didn't work. We woke up at like what, 2 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. Didn't work. There was still a big line when we got there. So we had to wait a very long time regardless. And I didn't get home until like after 12, like around 2 or 3 p.m. Keep that in mind. I woke up around maybe more to 3 a.m. in the morning. And we got home at 4 p.m. Hours and hours of literally just being cramped for the majority of my time. Cramped sitting in a car. Yeah. Shut up, my alarm. Hey. Whenever I hit 6, that's when my alarm starts a-playing. So anyways, I think that's going to be end for the stream. We haven't even hit an hour yet, but I'm really tired. My leg is starting to cramp up from the rest of my foot cramping up. So this is going to be a weird way to end the stream. But yeah, this was a very early morning live stream, or at least it would have been more very early if I actually had started around 4 a.m. because I woke up at 3, messed around for an hour. Whenever it got to 4, I announced that I was going live. It took an hour to get all this set up. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.